Rooftop water harvesting. This water is got from rain, and this water is stored in these tanks. After storing the water in these tanks, you can open these tanks and the water flows into this fish pond. You can use a tarpaulin due to limited land. After putting water here, you can apply fertilizers. These fertilizers are chachu and chicken droppings. After putting them here, they can stay here for over 4 days. After those 4 days, you can bring your young fish. And I proudly inform you that you have over 180 young fish in this fishing pond. After putting them here, they can stay here for over 2 days. After those 2 days, you can bring your chachu. After putting your chachu, your fish can feed and they grow up. After growing up, this water it is highly advisable to change this water after 1 month or 2 months. And when you're changing this water, as one of our school values say, sustainable consumption for sustainable development. Instead of throwing this water away, you come to this part of crop growing. Here crop growing, you see here we have green vegetables and beans in this lower part. After bringing this water here, these crops it has some fertilizers and water. It will support these crops to grow well, and at least we can take these green vegetables to the kitchen and we can use them for feeding, selling and other purposes. And we also have here sugar cane, maize and many more. This is the representation which I have to do. And the measurements of water, the first measurement of water is to measure for 1 bar, and water for 1 bar is 250 grams milliliters. And you measure 250 milliliters for 1 bar, then you multiply by the number of bars you need. So you also measure caustic soda. Caustic soda, you measure 83 grams for 1 bar. Then you multiply it by the number of bars you want. So you mix caustic soda with water. You stir up so that it may get dissolved into water. Then you leave it for 6 hours to cool, because it may burn you if you don't take care. Then after 6 hours, when you are finished to measure, you use an instrument called hydrometer to measure if the measurements of caustic soda that you have measured is equal to the amount of water that you have measured also. The hydrometer that I'm using is here. The hydrometer is this thing inside. You remove it when you are measuring to show that the caustic soda is equal to the amount of water. It should be in the line of green, where green is stopping. That's where the hydrometer should be reaching when you have put it in water. So that will show that the caustic soda is equal to the water that you have measured. Then after, you measure palm kernel. Palm kernel for 1 bar is 500 grams. So you get 500 grams, you measure, you multiply it by the number of bars you need. After you mix it, but before it is a solid, then you put it on heat to make a liquid. Then you mix it with caustic soda so that it may react with caustic soda to make soap. Then you put chlorine, and the amount of chlorine is 25 grams for 1 bar. You multiply it by the number of bars you are going to make. Then chlorine it forms lather. For like when you are washing, it's chlorine which makes that lather to go on water. Then you also measure silicate, 200 grams for 1 bar. You multiply it by the number of bars you are going to make. Then you measure perfume. Perfume, it is 2 milliliters. You multiply it by the number of bars you are going to make so that it can give the smell to the soap. After you measure the color, it depends the color that you need. If you need white, you use color white. If you need green, use color green. But the measurements of color is 2 grams 1 bar. Then multiply it by the number of bars that you need. Then after you mix, when you have mixed caustic soda with water, when you put palm kernel, you put silicate. When you are stirring, you put chlorine. You continue stirring. When you put all the requirements, you stir. Then you keep it in a container to solidify. Then when it has solidified, you use this to cut your bars. If you want bars around the bars, you use this method, this table to cut your bars, and you pack your soap. Then if you want to sell it, you can sell. If you are using it at home, you can use it at home. Those are the requirements and the measurements of soap. Then, here on the liquid soap, we also have almost the same measurement, the same requirements of bar soap, but they are not all needed. Then in liquid soap, we measure caustic soda. Caustic soda for 20 liters. You measure 25 grams. Then for when you are measuring water you measure 250 milliliters for 20 liters. That water which you have measured is for mixing caustic soda. Then when you again leave it for some time, after you have left it, sulfonic acid. Sulfonic acid you measure for 50 grams. Those are for 20. You measure salt. For salt, when you are measuring for salt for 20 liters, you measure 250 grams. Then you measure sodium metasilicate. That silicate you are measuring, you need to measure. You need also to measure 250 grams. Then you measure CMC, which is carbomethyl cellulose. You measure 1 cup, the nice cup, the small cup, that one of nice. You also put it aside. Then you measure 20 liters of water, which you need to mix those requirements. Then after you measure color of the liquid soap you also want to use. Then after measuring, you mix the requirements. When you have mixed the requirements, you also leave it for some times to get its position, to be positioned well, okay, to make the real liquid soap, so that the chemicals may react together to make the real liquid soap. Then you scoop your liquid soap. After like 30 minutes, you scoop your liquid soap. Then you can use it when you have already finished. Thank you for giving me your time.
So I think we can extend this side. We listen also.
Thank you, and my name is Alberto. When we are going to start to make our book, first of all, we need plain papers. We need plain papers, and in those plain papers, we must count 12 to make a quire. After counting 12, you make a quire. And to make a quire of 2, you need 4 quires. Then you get your sledge. You start kneading. You need in order to attach your quires into 4 to make 1. Then you put
You can see them. You can see them.
a cover for your book. Then after putting the cover, you get your cassava flour. You turn it into porridge. To stick this on to this. Then you get your sticker. This is our sticker. It can be, you put there good, then you stick them into one. Then you get your top covers, which you want your book to appear. Plus hours there for our school, divine class. Then you use glue to stick them. Then after sticking them, your book will appear like this. Then you take it into the machine, and the machine will shape it into this, and this will be your main product. Then if you don't want to use this, if you want to use, you can get your papers. You tear them and you get your essence. You put them there and you put their water, and you give them like a week. After a week, they will have started rotting. Then you remove them, you put them on your board, like this. And after putting them, you give it like also a week, they will have dried. You remove them. Instead of using this, you can use this to make your book. Then even if you take it into the machine, they shape it, and your book will turn into this. This is also the main product. That is all I wanted to teach you.
Dear visitors, my name is Tumhimse Michelle, and I'm taking you through the process of baking. Here at Divine Trust Learning Center, we have developed a skill of baking, where we shall be baking things like cake for some of the ceremonies we shall be having and the celebrations. So we have learned how to bake cakes and also other bakery products. Here we have baked cake, the cake we are going to, the cake for the graduates today is baked from here at Divine Trust Learning Center. We have not bought it, but we have made it a practical lesson. So we baked the cake which we are going to make for, which we made. The cake we made for our graduates is homemade from here. So there are different things there are different products you can make through baking using many different ingredients, and I'm going to take you through the process of baking a cake. Baking a cake, you must have the ingredients that follow. Eggs. If you want to make a home cake or a smaller cake, you can use 20 eggs. But if you want to increase the size, you multiply according to the size of the cake you want. Then you also use baking powder, you use blue band, you use flavors, you use wheat flour, you use everything you will be using, you will be multiplying according to the size of the cake you need. So here we baked a cake. We baked it in different groups, but we made it practical. So these are some of the products, and my sister on my left hand side will take you through.
You are most welcome, our dear parents. My name is Burundisha, and I am going to take you through the things we need. Bread is for 3,500 shillings, and bun is for 2,000. That's what I had.
So if you wanted to have a taste on what we made, that is a cost you can buy and you take for yourself.
Okay? Finished?
We
still have another one.
I have an announcement, a small announcement. In case you like to test the soap, give us feedback. We'll tell you the cost. Go with the bar. Give us feedback on iPad, comparing it with the rest of the soap we do. The books, which are discussed at this one, thank you.
Graboz, amabara kumineyo, the small ones. Half water in and half. The sand we use mix sand. Oliver, sand. You mix it. First layer. Graboz. After.
Yes. Only that, then you put and get out as purified. After this is purified without any chemical. Okay. So thank you so much. I think let's go back our tent and
omwana alimu mukishani omwana olengo wa mutamu Do you have our tent?
How much is that?
How much is remaining? How much are you supposed to give us? Because we gave you 5,000. So how much do you want to give us? Oh dear. Which class are you? Fifth grade. When you have 5,000,
And the bands are 2,000. How much should you give back to the customer? 5,000 minus 2,000. What do you stay with? You stay with 3,000. Now you can give us back 3,000. Do you have it? How much do you have? Say you have 2,000 in your hands. You have 2,000. So you give us that one. The 1,000 that has stayed is your tip. Both of you can share.